Oh, ha! I had my microphone down. Of course you couldn't hear me. Well, better now. Okay. All right, so let me start over again. All right, so who do we have in here? We got Mia, Sherry, Sarah, Rebecca, Sabrina, Melissa, and Jim, and Kelly, and Kimmy, and Cheryl. There we go. Thank you, Melissa. Yeah, that was my fault. I had a microphone on the program, but it turned down. I'm a professional streamer in here. So, let's see. I went ahead and finished up with the other 4 tentacles here. Hi, Pat. Everybody's making their way in here. Yeah, so we finished up with our other tentacles, so we're ready to move on to, I was thinking we would get started on the treasure chest here. So let's see here, yeah. There you go. Hi, Nick and Tina and T. Let's see, who is it tonight? Is it Nick or Tina tonight? I feel silly referring to you as 2 people, unless you're both watching at the same time. So, hello, Nick and Tina. Perfect. So, yeah, I say we go ahead and work on the treasure chest. Hi, Ariane. So many people in here. It's so good to see all of you. Awesome. Okay. Well, then why don't we jump in? Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Nick. Okay, so hello, Nick. Yes, thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. Yeah, I am pleased. I am so happy with everybody that comes on in as soon as we go live here, and we can color along and kind of just hang out. And let's see if there's a bit of a glare there. There we go. It's not too bad. Maybe if we bring it down a little bit. Anyway, when we zoom in, we won't see it. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and do our super zoom here. Okay. So, for this treasure chest, I'm thinking definitely wood. And you can see it's got this trim along here. So, probably some sort of gold trim here. So, let's see. Let's get out our handy little chart here. Okay. Let's see. Definitely some browns. So let's grab our dark umber, the PC 947. Let's grab, what do we want? Dark umber. Let's do light umber. And then Putty Beige, I think. Gonna put me on the TV again. Sounds good, Mia. Yeah, so let's do Dark Umber, Light Umber, and Putty Beige. I think those will all be good here. Let's see. We've got Dark Umber, we've got Putty Beige, and Light Umber. Perfect. Yay on TV, exactly. And I think that should be good for the wood, unless we want to add, you know what, let's grab Clay Rose as well. And that is PC 1017. Let's see, Clay Rose, here we go. It says message retracted. Okay. All right, we're gonna give these a nice little sharpen. There we go. So, how was everybody's Tuesday, I guess? I suppose we're just sort of jumping on in. Hello, Donna! Yeah, we just sort of jump right into it here. I saw so many lovely work in progresses on the Facebook page. So that was awesome that you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. Sometimes I have to double take and make sure I'm not looking at mine. Okay. So just to recap for the wood, I definitely have a cut up, so I'm just going to hang out and color my very own pace. Oh, that is just fine, Sarah. And it's not slow. It is your personal pace, and that is just fine. Pat, long time no see, Donna. Oh, were you hanging out in another stream earlier today? Okay, so let's see. So let's start with our dark umber. And where I want to place the dark umber is kind of where the shadows would fall. So we are going to start. Tuesday was great. Got help from my doctor. Oh, I'm so glad. Hi, Samantha. I'm so glad, Donna. It's always nice you can get the help. Hello, I'm new to Emily's stream. The octopus is looking lovely. Thank you, Sharon. Well, I'm so glad that you're here. We've got a good little group going here. We so far have colored our Ozzy the Octopus and our little emerald and a couple little fish. Donna, you're silly. And then today we're going to move on to the chest. We're going to do some wood here, and then we are going to, this little brass trim here, we're going to follow up with that. So numbers again. Okay, let me zoom in so you can see them. All right, so for the chest, we are using Dark Umber PC 947. We are going to be using Light Umber PC 941. We are going to be, oh, thank you, Mia. I love Ozzy's color. I never would have dreamed those up. Well, thank you, Donna. Sure, I'm from Australia. Very nice. So the timing must be good for you. Let's see, just because of the time of day and stuff. Let's see, Kimmy. Did I say hi to you already, Kimmy? If I didn't, hello, Kimmy. And then we're going to do Clay Rose PC 1017. Then we're going to do Putty Beige PC 1083. So 4 colors: Dark Umber, Light Umber, Clay Rose, and Putty Beige. Right there. There we go. All right, we're going to start with the dark one first. And we're going to add it kind of in the corner here, nearly lunchtime. Okay, well, perfect. All right, there we go. On Thursday. Oh, Sharon's in the future. Do they have flying cars yet, Sharon? All right, so we're going to add this little bit here. Go. Oh, I didn't know you were from Canada, Mia. That's cool. Oh, wait, I think we did talk about that because Victoria and Vancouver, I was saying I visited those. There we go. Gonna go around his little tentacle a little bit. And again, we are using Dark Umber right now, PC 947. Super future person Sharon, there you go. Well, I follow a YouTuber on Instagram, which I'm sure, well, not sure, but he's in New Zealand, which I think, I'm trying to think, I think weather-wise, it's kind of the same a little bit. And it looks like it's nice and cool there right now. So that's nice. Compared to here, we had some pretty warm weather, although we had some rain and lightning and thunder roll through today, so it kind of cooled things down just a little bit, so that was nice. But I would definitely love some cooler weather. This group is so chatty with everyone. Oh, thanks, Donna. Yeah, I'm glad. It's nice. We're all just sort of friends, and we just hang out and color at the same time. All right, so we're getting our darker colors here. There we go. We're gonna definitely do some of this dark umber here. I want to make sure everything's in frame here. So some darkness there. Yes, winter. Oh, I'm so jealous, Sharon. I wish it was winter here. From Florida, born and raised. So Samantha's getting some of the heat right now. Let's see, neighbors, kind of, yeah. Hi, Andrea. Thanks for coming in. I love that little heart emote. That's cute. Well, we are coloring the inside of the treasure chest lid. Been below 0 in parts of Tasmania where we live. Oh man, that's real cold. It always throws me off that your Christmas is in the summertime. You know, like it's all shorts and tank top weather at Christmas time. Yes, very hot. I agree, Samantha. What's the hottest it's been so far for you guys this summer? I know summer just started, but you know, we had a little bit of springtime. But what's the hottest it's been for you? 85 here in Michigan, about 70. 70 would be nice. AC can't keep up. Oh, same thing for us, Samantha. We got a smaller air conditioner just to keep in the kitchen so that we can actually use our oven and stuff during the summertime. Otherwise, it just heats up way too quickly. 101. Oh, hey, so sorry, Samantha. Sherry says, I'm in Iowa, humid and hot. Mia loves the heat. Okay, see, I'm different. Whenever we move and we really settle where we're going to settle, I want to move somewhere that has seasons. Like, I would love to move to the colder area. This heat is not for me. I'm a coastal gal. I like the wind and the rain. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of darker brown under his tentacle here. Not much. Okay. It's supposed to rain today, but didn't. He's gonna grab some lunch. Sounds good, Sharon. Me no like heat. I am right there with you, Donna. I am not a fan of the heat either. All right, now we're going to take our light umber here, PC 941. And we're gonna kind of go over that dark under. And you see, I'm not really coloring together. I'm following the lines of the lid and kind of drawing lines out so that you can maybe get some of that texture of the wood. Kind of like what we did on the shelves on the World of Flowers page. My husband just cooked dinner, so I'm gonna go for a bit. I'll pop back in later. Sounds good, Sarah. Thundering here. Looks like rain coming. Yeah, that's what we had go through today, Pat. But I loved it. See, Pacific Northwest. I would love to live in Washington State. Yeah, that would be. It's wonderful up there. That general area, I would absolutely love. Go. Make sure we're all nice and zoomed in here. Make sure we don't have a glare. There we go, that's a little bit better. This is a great overhead light when I'm just coloring by myself, but when I try to do pictures or video with it, I get this wonderful glare, especially off, well, I say wonderful sarcastically, but especially off of the Prismacolors because they're a waxy pencil. I'm still on the page on World of Flowers. That is just fine, Andra. That's why it's all up on YouTube, so you can go back and watch it later. Hi, Elizabeth. So glad everyone could make it tonight. It almost feels weird now on the days that I don't stream. I feel like I should be. Okay. So we use that light umber now. How far along? Oh, there you go. Let's see. I haven't done that page yet, Andre. Waiting to get the Ergo Soft pencils. There you go. All right, now we're going to use that Putty Beige. Putty Beige, the PC 1083. And we're just going to kind of fill in this white space here. Looks like so. There we go. Then we're going to take our, let's see, we have a sunny winter's day here in Victoria, Australia. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Elizabeth. I think I finally got the mandala printed properly. Oh, good, Mia. Do you have the erosion pencils? I do have the erosion pencils. If I had to choose between the erosion pencils and the Ergosoft pencils, I would definitely choose the Ergosoft. I feel like with the erosion, they lay down like the Ergosoft, but I have to press too hard to get the pigment out, and it tends to make my hands tired. So let's see. Hi, Emily. Hi, Carol. Thanks for coming in. I forgot about that mandala mean. I need to print it out. Oh, you know what? And I feel like I have one more person I need to send that mandala to. I will check my messages after stream today. I don't want to forget anybody. Yeah, the erosion would be good for it because you can get nice fine points on it. Okay, so this is our Clay Rose, our PC 1017. And we're just going to kind of bring in some of that red here up at the top. And at the bottom. Not much. Just a little bit. Now we're going to go over it once more. Kind of get those bright colors and everything. I love that everybody knows everybody in here. It really is just like a little group of friends hanging out. It's hard to get the right size. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's see, Thursday show. It is a little bit of an unusual color, yeah. I would like to have your guidance on a piece maybe one day. Of course, Rebecca. You can either message me or you can post it to the Facebook group if you need help with a picture, figuring out what direction to go. And you can just do, if you're not in the Facebook group already, just do !Facebook and that will bring up the link for you. All right, so now we're going over it with second layer so we can make it just a little bit darker. Okay, good, good. I'm glad, Mia. Just going over the edges here a little bit. The mandala on the back of this page is bomb as well. Let's see. I know, I saw this. It's just so teeny tiny detailed. I feel like it's something I'd want to do with fine liners. Otherwise, it'd probably make me cross-eyed. Thanks for that, Mia. Yeah, my artist edition and channel for a secret and my classic chalk said come tomorrow. Oh, awesome, Kimmy. That's so fun. Well, thank you, Kathy. It's all about lots of layers and, you know, being heavy-handed when needed, but also being light-handed when needed. So like for this, for instance, I'm kind of pressing harder, but as I go out, it's a little bit lighter so that it kind of fades a little bit. Then we'll go back over on this side. By the time we're done, we should get a, oop, it would help if it was in frame. By the time we're done, we should get a nice kind of vibrant brown going on here. What kind of fine liners do you use? So I have the Staedtler fine liners. I recently got the Arteza fine liners, which I haven't had too much of a chance to practice with yet. But probably my go-to is the Staedtler. But that's just part of that is unfamiliarity with the Arteza ones. I mean, I've used them a little bit, and they seem to be just fine. Staedtler finers, they are good. I've got quite a few of them. I'm a proponent of the Staedtler, this whole Staedtler line. They just make really good stuff. Let's see. Okay, now we're gonna do the light umber. We're going back over again. And this just kind of helps to fill in some of that, you know, white space a little bit. Give you a little bit richer of a color. push through and get it done. This is about the speed I usually go. All right, I'm going over this brown here a little bit just to kind of blend everything together. Then I'm going to take the clay rose, PC 1017. We're going to go back over here a little bit, just a bit on the edge. I'm going to go over this dark umber too, just to get one final blend and everything. There we go. Nice little brown. There we go. All right, so there's the, you know, we can zoom out just a little bit too. There's the inside of the lid. Drink of water, 1 second. There we go. All right, now we're gonna be using these same 4 pencils for the entirety of this chest too. So you don't need to worry about getting any others out here. With our dark umber, light umber, clay rose, and putty beige. Go. All right, now we're going to do the side here. I feel like the Prismacolor has too much of a wax bloom with all the layers. They do a little bit, Samantha. That's definitely one of the downfalls of them, and that comes from them being such soft pencils. I forgot to look at the other tentacles you finished. Oh yeah, here, let me zoom out for you, Donna. Let's see, super zoom. There we go. That's with all 4 there. There we go. And like I said, we're just kind of following the lines of it. If I go along the edge, it's just so I can get closer to the line and fill it in just a little bit better. Oh, thank you, Donna. Go. Go. Thank you, Mia. Aw, thank you. Aw, you guys are so nice. Thanks, Kimmy. All right, now we're going to use the light umber. Thank you, Pat. He looks complete, right? Well, it just seemed to make sense to kind of color him off stream since we went over the other half. Then you guys have to sit through the other 4, and it definitely took me a little bit to finish them, and that way we can move on to other things. You know, you've done 4 tentacles, you've done them all. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, so that's with the light umber. Okay. And we're going to grab our putty beige. Fill in the rest of that white. Go over it a little bit here. And we're going to take our clay rose. Kind of what we did before on the top and on the bottom. And we're going to go back over it again. Here, let's brush off the stuff a little bit. All right, now we're going to do a second layer here. Let's see, he looked ill. He'd lost all his pigment on the right side. There you go. Only maybe half of him was angry, so only half of him was red. Go. All right, that was the dark umber. Now we're going to take our light umber. 1 second, my chat closed on my phone here. I like to keep 2 eyes on the screen here. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to take the light umber here. I keep 2 up so I can make sure I can keep up with chat here. I feel bad if I miss messages. Nice thing is you know, the way the group is now, we can kind of keep up with all the, you know, what everybody's writing. Okay, and then putty beige over that. all day tomorrow. Well, not all day. Must be the paper, Emily. I don't have to press at all while coloring the rose on this. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a different kind of paper, to be sure. All right, now we're going to take our clay rose. There we go. Here's that side. Okay. All right. Now I'm thinking this little area around here, I'm thinking the outside is just going to get the little trim. I think this inside lid should be wood also. Let's see, let's turn on our epic music just a little bit. There we go. All right, so we're going to take our dark umber. 1 second, it's closed again. All right, dark umber here. There we go. All right, so dark umber at the edge here. Then we're going to put some in the corners here as well. Cool. Kind of fading out, a little bit darker in the corners, then we fade out. Okay. Then same thing here, kind of fade out a little bit. Sharpen this so we can get a nice sharp point. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna do this bottom corner here. Okay. There we go. Do this other side. Okay. Then we're going to use this. And we're going to do a little bit under the tentacle as well. Okay. Turn this. You know what? I have a page that I can share in the group. It is a page full of Prismacolor color palettes. I have it also up on the newsletters on my website, but I'll see if I can pull it and maybe share it in the group for everyone. Okay. All right, so now we've done that with the dark umber. Okay. All right, we're going to sharpen this a little bit. Wish Luminance had more colors. Yeah, I think they've got 76 total. Okay. There we go. There we go. 74 colors, 2 blenders equals 76 total. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Then we have Putty Beige. I'm gonna go over like so. There we go. All right, so there's the rim of it done there. Okay, now we're going to do the side. Do just a little bit of there. Oh, thank you, Kimmy. We've got a super chat. Thank you, Kimmy. That is so awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Our first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, Kimmy. I really appreciate that. There we go. A little bit of dark umber there. You are awesome. Oh, and look at that. The bottom updated right away. Get your name right down at the bottom there for most recent super chat. Thank you so much, Kimmy. I really appreciate that. Let's get some cheers for Kimmy in the chat here. Sounds like this. I wish I had like little hype emotes. All right, now we're going to take the light umber. There we go. Cheers to Kimmy. Thank you, Donna. There we go. All right, and then we're going to do Putty Beige. Over that. Now we're going to use our clay rose again. There. Right there. All right, now we're going to go back through with... Look at all that love in chat. You guys are so awesome. Let's see. Going with the light umber. I think if there's going to be some, if we're finding new channels, why don't we go ahead and maybe post it in the Facebook, or maybe we can make a group for it or a post for it so everybody can share theirs. That way maybe they can find them later, and then that way we don't fill up chat with... Well, I guess they've got their names. If you're talking about that, yeah, we got their names and everything that are already in chat. Here we go. Putty Beige. And then our Clay Rose. There we go. Okay, so there is the wood done on the lid. Here, we'll zoom out a little bit. There we go. Our little lid. Then we can go ahead and do, oh, we're talking about Sharon. Okay. Then we can do the wood on the side here too. I can't figure out, I assume that this is just wood down here underneath this little thing. So what we'll do is we'll do either like brass or gold here. Thanks for the alert, Kimmy. And then these little dots, these little rivets, we'll go back through, I think, probably with our gold gel pen too, because it'll be too hard to get a smooth blend if we try and avoid all of those little circles. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom in. I'm gonna turn this just like this because it'll be a little bit easier. And we're going to do this one here. So, Patina brass. What's Patina brass? Is that like a type of brass color? Or are you talking about the base? I'm not sure what Patina brass is. Well, I'll tell you one thing though. My Putty Beige is starting to get a little short. It's a well-loved pencil. Okay, so we're gonna start with our dark umber again. You can see I do have some little flecks going on here, so I'm gonna erase just a little bit. And this is just the Staedtler plastic eraser, works really well. Got some new glitter gel pens, so I love glitter. And Mia, I don't know if you noticed, but I added a little glitter to my nail with you in mind. I don't know how glittery it's showing up on the thing, but they're a little glittery. Okay, so we're gonna add this dark umber here in the corners. Go. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm trying to grow them out, and so they're, you know, a little bit there, but I did get some polish and I just put it over the top. Tried to do like a light kind of blue because it's sort of oceany themed. That, and when you do video where all you show are your hands, might be nice if your nails look decent. I like the dark umber, makes the wood look old and weathered. That's what I was going for. I mean, it's under the water, so, you know, it's... I thought about doing the chocolate, but the chocolate brown, but it just seemed a little bit too rich. Very glittery. Thanks, Kelly. There we go. Kind of following the lines of it here. Have to add a little bit more dark color in different places when you have so many different things. You know, they got the lock on it, and you've got the jewels hanging down, and all of that. There we go. And occasionally you hit a bump and you realize maybe you've got a piece of pencil or something under there. There we go. That side there. And we're going to bring in this side. I'm going to turn this again. Like this. If I'm making anybody dizzy, let me know. Woo! Like I said, that's one of the reasons I like to have it out of the book, so I can be free to turn it as much as I want. The mermaid brushes. What mermaid brushes? Or are we talking about something else? I might have missed something. I like to turn my pages too. Helps get the color right. Exactly, exactly. And if I can feel more comfortable. Oh, people use them for pencil dust. Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, because I've got just a old paintbrush I used for mine. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit of brown under the lamp here. Yeah, I turn mine too, yeah. Well, especially with the tripod up above it, I need to be able to be free to move it, you know? Alright, so there is our dark umber. Now we're going to go in with our light umber here. I use a soft, full makeup brush to this. Oh, there you go. Oh, the makeup brushes. Yeah, okay. Hi, Patricia. Welcome back. Oh, you know, we need to add a little bit more. Forgot to add it on the other side of the lock here. Well, you know, the funny thing about this paintbrush is I actually use this paintbrush also to clean my fluid art paintings when I'm done, because once they're completely dry and they're cured, I cover them in cornstarch to try and get off the remaining oil that's from the paintings. And so this brush is like permanently soft because I'm always using cornstarch in it, so it just feels kind of silky. I do as well, Pat, and I forget to use my hand, then I remember why I need a brush. Exactly, Sharon, exactly. Yeah, multiple times have I smeared gel pen or pencil dust across the page, and it's just like, oh, well, that's nice. Good job, me. Let's see, I'm realizing, looking at this now, and I'm trying to figure out, I just realized, I was on the phone with my mom, but I'm back now. Welcome back, Cheryl. There's these tentacles here that I didn't color. This one here and this one here. I'm wondering if maybe this tentacle is connected to this one, and then maybe this one here is this one. I totally spaced on these tentacles for color in these ones. She was not paid attention, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. This one is here and this one is there. Ah, I just totally spaced it. Clara Markova, I've done it several times now. I have a few of those from Johanna that I've done multiple times. Put this back in frame here. Here we go. Large sheet makeup brush. Yeah, basically anything big and soft that'll help brush it away so that you're not smearing it across the page is great. Like for a while I had just like one of those dollar paint brushes from Lowe's. Okay. Yes, as I say, I didn't realize those tentacles were there. Alright, now we're gonna go over with the Putty Beige. Tenderful Enchantments. Okay. I don't use pencils much, so I don't have that problem. There you go. I just color them either. Yeah. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, you didn't, probably didn't color them either. Yeah, I totally missed them. Not until I get down here I realized, oh look, more tentacles. All right. Yeah, I didn't color them either. Okay, well, I'm nice to know I'm not the only one that missed it. All right, now we're gonna get our clay rose. Gonna add it at the bottom a little bit here. A bit here, a bit here. All right, now we're gonna go back over with our second layer. I'm currently running on Clear Microbic Color Along on my Facebook group. This will be my 5 picture from the book this month. Wow, that's impressive. 5 pictures in a month. All right, we're gonna sharpen our dark umber. Oh, no worries, typos happen. Let's see, and I want to make sure this is clear too. Oh, patina, or patina is the patins, is a thin layer that varies the forms of the... Let's see. Oh, Leslie, thank you for subscribing. That's a link to our Facebook group there if you'd like to join. You can post all your work in progress or if you're coloring along. So welcome to our coloring family, Leslie. I felt that way when I got my copy of Magical Jungle from Johanna. I got it about a month before it released, and I think that was the most I ever colored in like 1 month. I think I want to say I colored maybe 9. I used to live on the ocean and worked on a boat. Okay, very nice, Donna. I'm a coastal girl myself. A little drink of water here. Here we go. Yeah, I'm trying to think. How many did I... The earthquakes have increased a bit on the West Coast, Donna. You are correct with that one. Let's see. Because I think at the end of that month, I put together a little collage of all of the ones that I was able to get done that month. And yeah, I think that was my most I completed in 1 month. And I was coloring a lot, like back to back to back. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see here. Oh, I think we're coming in on Magical Jungle. So far down on the list. Magical Jungle came out of what? Oh, no, it was more than that. Okay. So here we go. Yeah, because I think I say it's been a busy month. So yeah, most I've ever done in 1 month. So I didn't color the title page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 in 1 month. That was a busy month. I mean, this was a double page spread here, but yeah, I was coloring just constantly. Yeah, that was a really busy month. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, that was an incredibly busy month. Oh, Samantha, thank you. We have another super chatter, Samantha Jones. Thank you so much, Samantha, or not Jones, Samantha Johns. Thank you so much, Samantha Johns. I appreciate that. Can we get some cheers in the chat for Samantha? Thank you so much, Samantha. I appreciate that. Earthquakes are scary. Yeah, they are. Here we go. There's a little notification in chat there. Thank you so much, Samantha. Finished page every other day. It takes me over a week for one, but that's because I haven't had... Oh, nonsense, Don. I'm sure it looked great. Thank you so much, Samantha. I really appreciate that. Yeah, that was an incredibly busy month. I think that, like I said, that's the most I've ever done in 1 month. And that was just like constant coloring. See, once I hit 30,000 subscribers, which sounds like a lot because it is, But once I hit 30,000 subscribers, then I can, if I understand it correctly, then I can start setting up subscriptions to the channel, like a different set of subscriptions where you'll have like different perks and whatnot. And one of the perks is that you'll have like channel specific emotes to use in the channel. So that's one of my long-term goals here. I say long-term because I'm only at, what is it, 7,234. So we've got a ways to go. Was there a tsunami warning recently, Mia? Let me scroll up. Did I miss it? Oh, had a tsunami warning in the middle of the night once. Yeah, tsunami warnings are scary. There's place on the coast where I grew up, and there are signs littering the edge of the coastal line that has, you know, tsunami warnings. You know, we never had that issue as a kid, but, you know, it's all... My point of view was always a little bit skewed since I was so little, but... yeah, tsunamis are definitely scary in that sense. How many books have you completed, Anna? The only one I have completed is Ivy and the Grid. It took me just over 8 months to complete. I'll be honest, Sharon, I have never completed an entire book. And the reason behind that is because for me to finish a page, I need to feel inspired. I need to feel excited about the page. And so I could never just go through a book from start to finish because I think that I would get bored with it, to be honest. So I sort of just jump around. I'll have to count one of these days how many pages I've actually done. But I mean, half the time I take the pages out of the book anyway. So yeah, I have never completely finished one, but that's awesome that you did, just because, yeah, exactly, Mia, like membership. Yeah, because I just don't have the attention span to complete an entire book. I mean, I like the idea of completing an entire book, you know, being able to pull it off the shelf and it's this completely finished colored book. I mean, I think that would look really cool. But yeah, I just don't think I have the attention span to finish an entire one. Oh, that's nice, Sharon. That's real nice. I like that idea. Yeah, exactly. I'm always jumping around. Like I said, if I don't feel excited about it, I get. But that's why I have so many work in progress, because I'll be excited about it when I start it. But if I wait too long in between, like if I take a couple days off from coloring it, I start to lose interest in it, or I start to forget the colors I used or the order in which I used them. And then it's like more of a chore, thinking, oh man, now I've got to remember what I used so I can get it right. And it just ends up not being fun anymore. So I was just like, all right, we're done with this page. We'll move on to the next one, which is why I feel bad sometimes when I'll post like a work in progress on Instagram. I'll be like, look, this is such a cool picture and I'm never going to finish it. So yeah. I have trouble finishing every page I start. Oh, right there with you. Thank you. She's now only 7. Oh, she's only 7 now, so I hope she likes it when she's older. Oh, I'm sure she will, Sharon. And if anything, she'll appreciate it more when she's older, because she'll understand the amount of work it took to finish that. She'll appreciate what you put into it. I find that at that young age, they maybe can't appreciate, you know, what it's taken to do that. But yeah, once they get older, especially, like, even not just in coloring, when I had my own kids, there were definitely days where I called my mom and, first of all, apologized for, you know, probably being a little toot when I was a kid, just because, you know, sometimes all kids are. And so, you know, after going through that, I'd be like, I'm sorry I put you through that. You know, but I think we understand what our parents have done for us so much better once we get older versus when we were little. Okay, we're using that clay rose here now too. So I'd like to think that if maybe they don't completely understand everything we do for them now, they will when they get older, and they'll appreciate it all, you know? Million work in progress. Yep, I have quite a few as well. And I have a few that I feel like if I finished them, they would look really cool, but I just don't have the patience. So Mom did the same book for her great-granddaughter. She told her hurry up as she might die before she finished it. She did finish it, and she's still alive. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad she's still alive. That's funny. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and do this rim here, then we'll do this side, and then we'll do the bottom. Let's see here. We can zoom out here and take a look and see how it looks so far. Here we go, our little treasure chest here with our little octopus friend. Off to have my lunch now, so watching on TV, so no chat. We'll see everyone next week as hubby is home and can't watch the next live stream. Sounds good, Elizabeth. Thanks for hanging out, and we will see you next week. And all of them will be on YouTube too, if you want to catch up later. We're using that dark umber here. Yep, have a good night, Elizabeth. I need to sharpen this dark umber just a little bit. I also never completed the first Jasmine Beckett Griffith coloring book, but as I also run a coloring group, I'm like you and I go all over the place with color challenges. Exactly, Sharon. Okay, let's see. Make sure this stays in frame here. Trying to remember to do that. It's time for me to head off to bed, but my grandson and I will be participating in the stream on Friday. We'll be there for the entire thing. Awesome! Well, thank you for coming, Cheryl. We will see you on Friday. I'd like to think we're moving at a pretty decent pace with this one, so we'll most definitely be able to finish this next week, to be sure. I'll get a better idea once we see where we're at on Friday. Let's see. Oh, still on Wednesday here, exactly. Gluten-free corn dogs. Oh, sorry, I should have known that. Duh. Going faster today. Go you. Thanks, Mia. Well, I feel like when we first started, I had so many things I wanted to show you guys and gals that it was, easy for me to get distracted. But I'm trying to stay a bit more focused here so that we can get through a page, especially since there's so many little things to color on here. So naturally there'd be like a shadow behind these, and I'm not coloring exact shadow, but I'm definitely kind of coloring some shady bits around here. Yay for grandkids. Exactly, Kelly. No worries, Sharon, the time thing confuses me too. Yeah, time zones, they get ya. All right, now we got our light umber here. Thanks, Kimmy. Go. All right, now we're gonna go over. It's 10:30 p.m. here. That's why I call you super future person. There you go. Ooh, Kimmy is a future person. It's 12:32 p.m. on a Thursday. Yep, definitely in the future. It's 9:32 p.m. here. I might go in about an hour or so. Probably go about another hour. Let's see if we can. Babysitting tonight, but put up the live stream and they're all gathered around to color at our house. Oh, awesome, Kelly. Well, hello, all grandkids. All right, we got Putty Beige here. We're going to add a little bit of the clay rose. I am a future person. I'm so in the future. About an hour in the future. Well, no flying cars here yet. Going back and forth, Michigan to Florida, but in Michigan now, Florida in October. There you go. Andrew is in Seattle. You must be having some decent weather there. Okay, now we're going back over for our second layer with the dark umber. Hi, Kelly and kids. Yes, 10:35 here. Futuristic. Woo! Well, I saw Emma's picture that you posted in the Facebook group. You said it was Emma that colored that one. Well, you could tell her I loved her purple octopus and she did such a wonderful job. I actually got to eat my dinner without my dogs begging. Oh, very nice. Besides Johanna Basford, who else do you like as an artist? The other books that I have are Hannah Carlson, which at some point we'll probably do some of her pages. Rachel Reiner. Let's see, who else do I have? Hannah Carlson, Rachel Reiner. I have 1 Millie Murata. I have the Time Garden. I haven't colored in that. I got that one on sale at a bookstore. And, oh, I got the Great British Bake Off coloring book. Mostly Johanna, but then probably Hannah Carlson, and then Rachel Reiner, and then, you know, down from there. So let's see. Oh, the other. Oh, I missed Samantha's super chat. Thanks, Samantha. Good job, Tyler. right, so that was our dark umber. My bird bag, so he got a piece of cornbreading. There you go. Or the corn dog cornbread, there you go. Except the fairies, yeah. Oh, excuse my yawn. This is the light umber, by the way. Gave the puppy a small bite. Oh, they always get a treat. I mean, really, how can you not look at those little puppy faces and not give them a treat? It doesn't stop me from browsing all the adoption websites to see what puppies are available. They're just so darn cute. I think eventually when we get a dog here in a little while, I really want to get a red golden retriever. Took the kids to a birthday party about a month or so ago, and there was somebody who had a young red golden retriever. It wasn't a full puppy, but wasn't grown either. And oh my goodness, I was just in love. Let's see, I have Hannah Carlson, Johanna Besfer, Clara Markova, Millie Murata, Kirby Rosans, Nick Fobert as my main coloring books. Oh, nice. Cracks me up when people take fairies for fun. I mean, last time I was on a fairy, I was in high school, and I wouldn't say that I disliked it. I enjoyed it. You can't have the puppy. It's so fat it looks like a ball. That's funny. She was crying when I left her today. Aw, ugh, my man. Ugh, man, my pups just started fighting over too. I haven't done that in forever. Oh, and Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. See, I haven't heard of like half those. I'll have to look them up. All right, this is our Putty Beige here. There we go. Emma was thrilled. Oh, I'm so glad, Kelly. Well, she did a great job. She stayed in the lines beautifully. I'm so proud of her. All right, now we're going to get the clay rose. Just a little bit on the bottoms here. There we go. All right, and there is our side of the treasure chest. 6-month-old golden retriever. Oh, Sherry, I am so jealous. That reminds me, we need to make a pet post in the Facebook group that everybody can post pictures of their pets. Because I seriously want to see that golden retriever. That is adorable. Sherry, if you're not part of the Facebook group, you should be, because I want to see that puppy. Because that is so cute. Seriously, golden retriever puppies are my weakness, to be sure. All right, so there's the other side of that treasure chest. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, if you rely on the commute and have to take them all the time, I can understand that. 12 to 15 year commitment. Oh, most definitely. Sometimes even longer. I can live upwards of 18 years now. It'll be a while before we get a dog, but a girl can dream, right? I'm the odd one out. I have a cat, a silver tabby called Tiger. He's about 15 months old. Oh, nonsense, Sharon. I got 2 cats. I've got 2 cats. I got, yeah, one's kind of young. He's just a little over a year old, but our other one's getting up there. But no, we've always got a cat. They're pretty nice. One's banished from the bedroom, so he doesn't chew on my cords, and the other one is fast asleep on the bed right now. All right, so yeah, there's our chest there. So we're gonna do the edge. Here we go. We're gonna do this little area here, right there. We're gonna do that edge, and then we will come down here, and we will do the bottom here. Oh, most definitely not alone. In fact, let me see if she'll put up with me grabbing her from the bed. Maybe we can show some paws here. 1 second. I'm going to zoom out for just a second. 1 second. She may just be mad at me for waking her up, but we'll see. Come here, kitty. Oh, big kitty. Big kitty, big kitty. Let's see if she'll put up with me here. Go. We got kitty paw. There we go. There's a kitty paw. She's like, what are you doing? There's the kitty paws. Kitty's gonna color the page now, huh? All right, get your pencil. Kitty's color the page. Okay, she hates me now. We have a new colorist in the building, and she has fur and 4 paws. Now she's rubbing on my feet. Like, what are you doing, lady? Yep, I definitely did not just use my cat to pretend color the page. Yeah, she was not thrilled with me. No, she's sitting at the floor now. She's like, all right. Okay. Back to it. She'll forgive me one of these days. She's a very pretty kitty too. She's a Torby. Well, a tortoise and a tabby mix, but she's very soft with very pretty kind of greenish blue eyes. Let's see, I took a picture of her and the other cat the other day. They were both on the recliner snuggling together. Let me see if I can pull it up here. There we go. We'll turn it around here so I can see. I meant to post it, but I never really did. There we go. There we go. So this is... That's Sir Paul McCartney. And that's our little chubby kitty. Although she's on a diet, she's doing pretty good. But Paul McCartney, he is a shelter kitty. And then our other kitty, she just showed up on our doorstep one day and she never left. So yeah. And literally, not that Paul's not a good cat, but she is probably the best cat that we've ever owned. She's super sweet and loves to snuggle, and she's super fluffy. Thumbs up for Emily. Thanks, Kimmy. Yeah, I won't show my kids on stream, but I'll show my cats. You know, it's cool. But it's very sweet. You know, he's only been here about a year, but she will try and clean him and stuff. It's pretty cute. Yeah, there are two tentacles uncolored. I noticed that a little bit earlier. This one, because I was trying to figure out which tentacles they were. So pretty sure this one here is the one on the left side, and this one here is the one on the right side. So yeah, I totally missed those. Exactly, yeah, just showed up. I mean, at the time, I was not the brightest pet owner, so I gave her a can of tuna, which, in hindsight, was really bad for her. Tuna does not sit well with kitties' systems, but she stayed, and yeah, she's been with us ever since. I mean, she's... Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. One sec. Nice, quiet sneeze. Okay, we're good. Oh, that's too bad, disappear. Which is funny because she showed up during a rainstorm. She was on our porch, and our neighbors had fed her a little bit because we lived in an apartment at the time. And so me being the cat person that I am, I'm like, well, I can't let her sit out in the rain. So I, you know, bribed her with some tuna, and she came in and she stayed, and she's just super snuggly, super cuddly, super soft. She's so sweet. I mean, anytime we have to take her to the vet, they're like, oh, she's so nice. Let's see, my little brother's cat. That's too bad, he disappeared. I just saw the one just now, saw the second one. There you go. He moved in with another family. Oh, okay, well that works. I love cats because they aren't too needy. Tiger likes to snuggle with me a lot, but then he likes his own space. That is one nice thing. And not to mention, you know, in comparison for dogs, you don't need to take them out for walks. You don't need to, you know, make sure that, I mean, because cats, you know, they get exercise and entertainment and stuff, but they don't need nearly as much entertainment. My dogs have separation anxiety. Oh dear, there was a couple at a grocery store Sunday buying regular tuna for their cat. They thought they'd try it. Oh no, man, tuna's so... It'll upset their tummy. And well, not to go into too much detail, but it will upset their tummy and they will have unhappy bathroom times. But yeah, tuna's really bad for him. He was supposed to live with us, then he took off. Oh. Yeah, I did not know that, but the kitty you guys saw here just a second ago, she's on a special diet now anyway, with special food, but in there, I wonder if it's following a crease in there. You see, like, you get this little line here, and it's because I think I was over like a little cut line on my cutting board. Cats are such good company. They're great. We are definitely cat people here. I think I'd have a hard time seeing myself not owning a cat. So if we ever did get a dog, I think my oldest cat told him to go. That's funny. I think if we ever do get a dog, we'll definitely need to get him as a puppy so that we can raise him with the cats, because that's definitely the risk of getting an adult shelter dog when you already have other established pets, is that you don't know how they're going to react with the pets that already live at home. My green cheek conure used to suffer from separation anxiety real bad. That's why I got him some budgies. Aw, that's sweet. Yeah, tuna throws off their pH level. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, tuna all around. I mean, they like it, and they will eat it. And I'd be lying if I said, like, occasionally if we have some, if we're using tuna for whatever, you know, we might let them lick the last little remnants, but never a whole can of tuna. And it's definitely a rare treat, to be sure. But I'd like to think I'm a little bit more, you know, as I've gotten older, I'm a little bit more of a savvy pet owner here. Yeah, my dogs don't like cats. Exactly, yeah. I had a cat once, all he did is cry. Aww. Now we're using the light umber here. Yeah, I've had a lot of pets growing up. There's various pets, but yeah, I think as you get older, you learn better how to take care of your animals. Like, our kitty right now, not Paul, but the other one, we had to take her into the vet quite a bit this last month, but we finally figured out what was wrong with her, and we got her on some special food. And it's interesting, she's finally starting, I think she must have been feeling bad for a while, and we just didn't notice it because she's finally starting to play again. And I mean, she's not a young cat, you know, she's not, I think technically she's considered a senior, but she plays a lot more. My kitty loves tuna juice. Exactly, Andrea. Yeah, just a little bit left in the can. They love yogurt. I've tried yogurt. Yes, we had a long-haired cat. We had to give him away because our daughter is allergic to long-haired cats. Thank goodness she's not allergic to short-haired ones. Oh, interesting. Oh, I think I'd be so sad if I was so allergic to cats. I couldn't keep them. They're really good pets. They really are. My dog loved cats. She chased them down, turned them over, stick her nose in their belly, and then let them go. That's funny. Well, you know, when we got Paul McCartney, we got him as a kitten from the shelter. And he was called Paul McCartney at the time. He came in with a litter of strays that they found, and it was John, Paul, George, and Ringo. And so we kept the name, and so we, you know, he was Paul McCartney, and we're like, well, why don't we do Paul McCartney? It seemed to fit. But one of the things we specifically did, we're using the Putty Beige now, by the way. One of the things we specifically did, because we wanted him to be, because our other kitty, she does not like having her paws touched or anything. See, I bought him some fish to watch and would put Animal Planet on for him before we were, oh, Animal Planet. I would come home and he would be in front of the mirror crying, oh, poor kitty. Yes, because long-haired ones create more dander when they clean. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that, Sharon. Can't have cats. My mom was allergic. You get one of the hairless cats, I suppose. I don't know if they create the same amount of dander. But we wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to have issue with us, you know, rubbing his belly or, you know, touching his paws or anything. So when he was a kitten, we always made sure, you know, when it wasn't going to bother him as much, you know, we played with his paws or rubbed his belly, you know. I forget what, I think there's a specific term for it, but basically you're just handling the kitten. And it works the same with puppies too. You handle them a lot. Now, granted, it didn't work. He still, or it did work in the sense, but it didn't work in the sense that he won't let me trim his claws. It's much more difficult. But for the most part, when he's like laying on the bed and he's sleeping, we can come up. I'm using the clay rose now, by the way. We can come up and kind of, you know, rub his paws or his ears, and he doesn't get bothered by it. So I think we definitely made some smart choices in that. Got him used to being handled so it wouldn't bother him or anything. And rather than a second layer, I think we're actually just going to go over with this clay rose here. I think we'll call that trim good. Let's zoom out a little bit now. There we go. That's looking nice. Nice little treasure chest. Let's see. So does our daughter Mia, but short hair hats seem to be okay with her. Hi, Emily. Completed my homework last night. Speaking of kitties, I found her up a tree and she hasn't left my side since. Oh, hi, Sandy. Your homework. So I'm guessing you worked on your octopus. There you go. Yes, I did a lot of interstitching when Nicholas started getting unwell. Aw. My crazy neighbor named her cat Patricia. Seriously, Patricia? The short hair still bothers her. Oh, hi, Emily. Hello. Hi, Robin. Thanks for coming in. That's too bad, Mia. Excuse me. I don't mean to be yawning. Patricia runs away a lot. I wonder why. Kind of a mutt, Mia. Her head's kind of small for her body. I look at her and think Beetlejuice. Like that. There you go. Just call her name 3 times, Kimmy, and she'll show up. All right. Now we're going to do the bottom of this chest here, and then we will move on to the gold trimming on the outside. All right. So we're going to use our dark umber again. Bum, bum, bum. I think this chest is coming out really nice. I'm pleased with it. I used to call one of my cats Dim Sim. That's why he's my eggs. Oh, that's funny. Oh my goodness, Sherry, that's hilarious. Hi, Sandy. Thanks for dropping in. Changed your name to Crystal. There you go. There you go. Yes, man, he was not nice to say the least. Aw. Dim Sum is a Chinese dumpling. That's so funny. Alright, that's the dark umber there. Now we're gonna use the light umber. So Robin, what kind of things do you love to read? It says Robin loves reading, so what do you read? Back, going to make coffee. Any orders? I will take a cinnamon latte if you don't mind. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness, 10 o'clock at night with coffee. I'd be up all night. But also, can I have a kolache with that, Sharon? No, I'm just kidding. There you go. Extra cream, please. There you go. You guys are hilarious. Thanks, Sandy. Yeah, I think we're moving along pretty well. We've got it almost all done, or at least the wood all done. Now we're going to do the little trim along the edge here and the hinges. Let's see. Psychological thrillers, row, and historical fiction, women's. Oh, so pretty wide range. What do you, is there a particular book you're reading right now? All right, back with the light umber. Oh, romance. Okay, Ronan. Okay. I have a hard time with the attention span to sit down and read a book. Most of the time, if I can, if the option's there, I prefer it on audiobook. Because then I can listen to it while I get stuff done. Of course, then I tend to zone out while I'm listening to it. Alright, now we got our Putty Beige here. Who doesn't like a good romance book every now and then? I think the last romance book I read was Outlander. I mean, I guess it's sort of romance, action, adventure. I guess sci-fi if you count the time travel in the book. Reading historical romance now, More Than a Rogue by Sophia Barnes, book 259 of the year. Wow, 259. You really do love reading. I really should get back into reading. Looks great. Can't wait to catch up again. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Well, there is no rush. We'll be going at this for a little while. All right, now we're going to take our clay rose, a little bit on the edge here. There we go. All right, I think we have finished the wood portion of the chest here. Now, what we could do, since, you know, the chest is underwater, why don't we take, let's see, let's find our moss green, maybe our green ochre, green ochre, I don't know, there's different ways to pronounce it, I suppose. Potato. Let's see, it is moss green, it's after a lime peel, here we go. Moss green, green ochre. I don't know, do you pronounce it ochre or okra? Now it says okra is the vegetable, O-K-R-A. So maybe ochre, green ochre. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, just to add a little bit of character to this, we're gonna take the moss green, make sure it's nice and sharpened. Alright, we're going to take the moss green and we're just going to add a little bit of that in here. Just in a few places. Make sure we're in here a little bit. There you go. Just to give it a little bit of that kind of, you know, I've been under sea for a while look. There we go, a little bit of green. I'm on book 2 of Outlander. I read a bit over 300 pages last year, and that was Push to Achieve. There you go. Yeah, see, again, I did the audiobooks on there. I cheated a little bit. Alright. A little bit of that green there. Okay, and we're going to come down to these 2 panels here. We're going to add a little bit of green here. I mean, because really, wet chest under the sea doesn't have some sort of growth on it, you know? You just blew up my... It's an interactive stream. There you go. All right. 1, 2, 3, blow. All right, look, it worked. You blew it away. That's perfect under the lid with the color. There you go. Yeah. Well, thanks, Mia. I was in a reading drought till last March. Got 3... Oh yeah, colors again. This is the moss green. It is PC 1097. Right now that's all we're using. We might not actually use the other one. So right now, just the moss green PC 1097 is the green we're using. And we're just adding a little bit of green here to add a little personality to it here. A little bit of green. A bit of green. We'll do some on the side here. There we go. On the bottom, and we're probably going to add a little bit of green like this when we get the gold done too. Okay, a little bit here. Okay, and we're going come up here. We're gonna add a little green here on the edge. A little bit on here. Put on the edge there, there. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and zoom out on this now. Whoops, super zoom. Welcome back, Sarah. There we go. All right, the wood on the chest is done. There we go. Now we are gonna move on to our gold. Use the force to open automatic doors. There you go. All right. There we go. Wood is done. Thank you, Sarah. All right. Now we are going to move on to the trim. Now, let's see. What colors do we want to use for that? Now, I'm not going to like use metallic gold to color the whole thing. I'm going to bring it out though, because we may end up using it for just a teeny tiny bit. It's been a while since I've done gold color with Prismacolor, so let me look at my list here. Let's see. Okay, we're definitely gonna use some Goldenrod, which is PC 1034. And again, no worries, I'm gonna put all of these, I don't put them on the list before stream because I don't know what I'm gonna use, but tomorrow I will update the description with all of the color list. Okay, so definitely Goldenrod. Maybe some Jasmine. Yeah, some Jasmine. And I think they actually do, well, they have a bronze. They have a bronze, which could be mixed with brass. But the problem is if you were to just, so we're gonna send, that's just fine, Sarah. The problem is if you do just one color, you're not gonna get the depth that you want. So let's see, let's grab our Deco Yellow. Okay, but we need a darker color to contrast the shine. So let's use, let's use Sepia, or Sepia. Again, there's different ways to pronounce it here. All right, so we're gonna use Sepia. Let's see. I think these three colors ought to do it. Do I want to use cream or do I want to use Deco Yellow? Thank you, Kelly. I have no idea how to do metals yet. Well, hopefully we'll learn today because we've got gold cups, gold crowns, gold coins. We're going to do a little bit of a gold trim, gold bars. So there's going to be plenty of opportunity to do metallics, which is why I want to make sure that whatever I choose is consistent. You know, I'm going to grab the cream too. Or not, grab the cream also. All right, cream. And we're going to pull out our white just in case we need to tone it down a little bit. I know it seems like a lot of colors, but it'll work. Yeah, cream. I agree, Samantha. And then we're going to have this gold that we may or may not use for a little bit of accent color. Okay, so here are the color. We may not end up using all of these, but potentially here are our color choices. So here, we'll zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so we have Sepia, PC 948, Goldenrod at PC 1034. We have Jasmine at PC 1012, Deco Yellow at PC 1011, Cream at PC 914, White at PC 938, and potentially Metallic Gold at PC 950. Some is burnt sienna, cream, lemon yellow. Yeah, exactly. Burnt sienna. Let's see. Well, I have sienna brown and burnt ochre. Like I have a burnt sienna. Light umber. Yeah, I don't have a burnt sienna on the list. Oh, there went my pencil on the floor and under the bed. Oh no, Donna. I finally got my Ergo Sauce today. I found myself petting them multiple times. And right you are to do that, Sarah, because they are amazing pencils. I don't blame you at all. You have complete validation from me. You just, you pet all you want. Okay. So, and like I said, we're not going to go around the little rivets because we're going to go over those with a gel pen because it would be too difficult. All right, let's see how this works, shall we? Like I said, I'm a little rusty with the Prismacolors. Sherry says, have to go to bed. I will miss Friday's live chat. Good night, everyone. Good night, Sherry. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's see. Ralph says, hello, greetings from Mexico. Welcome, Ralph. Okay, so we're going to go and sharpen these. We'll get a little ASMR thing. It's a cool color chart. Where'd you get that, Emily? I found this one online. That reminds me, I meant to put it in the Facebook group. So I just found it online and then I printed it out and filled it in myself and then I laminated it so I didn't get any fading of the colors. But I'll see if I can find the file and put it in the Facebook group. At the very least, maybe I can try and Google it again. All right, so we're gonna sharpen all these real quick. Get some nice pencil sharpening sounds there. I mean, who doesn't like a nice pencil sharpening sound, right? Oh, burnt okra. Okay, yeah. I'm saying okra, but it's really ochre. Hi, Izzy. Greetings from Australia. Well, welcome. So glad to have you here. There we go. Do our white. I know I really don't need to hold it up to the microphone, but it's kind of fun. There we go. And we'll leave our gold as is. Okay, let's brush off all our dust here. And we are going to empty our pencil sharpener real quick. Little jar here. Okay. Yeah, we got a few Australians in the house. Okay. All right. Now, let's see if we can do this, shall we? All right, let's zoom on in here. We're going to start with an easy side, like right here. Okay, so we have the sepia here. Okay. We're going to go a little bit slow on this so we can make sure we get this looking the way we want it to. A little bit light here. Okay. There we go, that's the sepia there. Yes, welcome everyone. Ralph, Lizzie. We stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time in the U.S. If you hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications, then you can see when we're live. We also, I keep everybody posted on Instagram, and we also have a Facebook page. You can do exclamation point Facebook and exclamation point Instagram in the chat, and they'll have those links there for you. All right, now we're going to use the goldenrod here. We're working dark to light. Okay. Kitty, what are you doing? Kitty's messing with the cords. Fluorite my pencil, it's gone. Oh no, Donna! I had lost a pencil once. I could not find it for the life of me, and this is when Paul was a kitten. Turns out he had totally knocked it off and knocked it under a shelf. I had to get down on my hands and knees to try and find it. All right, now we're gonna grab our Jasmine. That's filling in pretty quickly, so I think what we're going to do actually is we're going to grab our cream now. There we go. Thank you, Sarah. And we're going to sort of blend that together. Okay, now we're going to go back over. Kitty, can you stop messing with the cords? All right. Okay, now we're going to take our sepia once again. I'm going to go over it just a little bit more. There we go. And take our goldenrod. There you go, Done. I hate when I know something is there, but I can't see it. Exactly. Okay. With our goldenrod here. Okay. And we're going to use our Jasmine again. Okay. And our cream once more. Oh, wait, that's our white, not our cream. Okay. There's our cream. Kind of going over all of that. That's not bad, right? Okay. Now we're going to turn this a bit. So we're going to zoom out just a smidge here so we can get this whole thing in here. All right. So now we're going to take a sepia again. The other side here. A bit here where the necklace is at. I mean, I'm not going to claim to be an expert at making this gold color, but you know, when you look at it, you'll get the idea. A little bit above the lock. Here on the edge. And we're going to add it here as well. Okay, then up from the tentacle here. All right, now we're going to take our goldenrod. Take it along the edge here. There we go. A little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, and now we're going to take our Jasmine. Just a little bit, not much. Then we're going to take our cream and we're going over all of it here to lighten it just a bit. There you go. I think what I want to do is take my gold, and I think I am going to sharpen the gold so I have a nice sharp point here. Okay, I'm going to take our gold here and I'm going to add some kind of here where the sepia is. It's going to add just a little bit of shine. You know, Prismacolor isn't known for its super strong metallic colors, but I think in this case it will be handy. Go. Kitty, stop messing with the cord, Kitty. Go on. She wants attention. Okay, 1 second. I gotta let the cat out here. She's getting into cords, so 1 second. Come here, Kitty. Come here. Come here. Come here. Out you come. Out you go. You gotta go out, kitty, kitty. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that little added bit of gold is helping a bit. Okay. There we go. All right, and then same thing with this side. We're gonna take this gold. Just gonna right along the edge here. A little bit here, a little bit there. There we go. Then we can take a second and we'll zoom out and we'll see how this gold looks with the rest of it. And super zoom. All right. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice. Zoom in just a little bit more. Little gold trim along the edges here, and then we'll add our gel pen for the little rivets, but I think it's subtle, not super bright. I think it'll work. Yeah, thanks, Mia. Phew, got it. It bounced onto the bottom shelf of the bookcase next to my bed. Boy, that wasn't easy to get. Easy getting, but I got it. Good job, Donna. You're so funny. All right, so now we're gonna zoom back in. Thank you, Sharon. Very nice and close. All right, there we go. And just for sake of it, let's make sure that we're nice and in focus. And I realized I didn't get rid of that little square. Oh well, it's only there temporarily. It's just part of the camera. I have to click off a live view thing, but I'm not going to mess with it now because with my luck, I will probably ruin something on the stream. So we're just going to let it roll. All right, let's see. Let's sharpen this here. There we go. All right, so we have our sepia again. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, like I said, I'm a little rusty, so I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, but I'm pleased. I think it's coming out nicely. Thank you, Carol. There we go, a little bit there. Put sepia here. Okay, we're going to turn this. Make sure we're in frame here. Here we go. Make sure our music is turned back up. And the sepia there. And in the corners. And I'm just coloring kind of lightly here. Okay. All right, now we're gonna take Goldenrod. Takes a long time to get out and then back into an adjustable bed and readjust. Oh, most definitely. I can appreciate that, Donna. All right, so now we're gonna use our Goldenrod. A little bit there. That sepia. Okay, then we're gonna grab our Jasmine. Just like that. Jasmine here. Jasmine there. And we're gonna go over with the cream. I have to go as I have to get ready for parent-teacher meeting at school. Nearly end of the term. I've had a great time. I'll definitely watch another stream when I can. Well, thank you, Sharon, for hanging out. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I love it when we have new people come in. I'll have to check out your channel as well. So thank you. We will be back on Friday, but I guess that'll be Saturday for you. And like I said, we stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 8:30 in the evening. And then we have our Facebook group and obviously the Instagram where you keep up on all things coloring. So, but thank you so much for swinging by. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna sweep that away there. And then we're gonna use our little gold pencil here for the edges just a little bit. There we go. Now the question is, go ahead and grab our, what was it we used before? Green ochre, or no, it was our moss green. We're gonna grab our moss green again, and this was PC 1097. Just a little bit of the green on here as well. Just a smidge. Just a little bit to give it, you know, a little bit of texture here. Okay. So, just a tiny bit, and I'm going real lightly, like I don't want it to stand out too much. All right. There we go. Thank you. I'm in the group and following it. Okay, perfect, Sharon. All right, then we will see you around the group. Have a good night, Carol. Thanks for being here. Good night. Okay. So now we're going to turn this and we're going to do our other edge over here. Okay, so we've got our sepia here, the PC 948. And then on Friday, we should be able to start on some of these jewels and seaweed and all of that. So that'll be fun. Go. A little bit behind the tentacle here. Here we go. Where did you tell me once before the cheapest place to order single Prismas? See, cheapest place to order single Prismas. Anytime I've ever ordered single Prismas, I go to, I think it's blick.com or dickblick.com. That's usually where I ordered these single ones. And I usually wait until I have enough because you're also paying shipping. You could also check Jerry's Artorama. Oh good, now I get to see how you color the metal. I was kind of upside down before you missed it. Oh yeah, no worries. So we're starting with the sepia here for our darker color. And there will be plenty of more gold color that we'll color on this one. So no worries, plenty of opportunity. All right, so we're using the sepia here. There we go, a little bit up along the edge here. There, put there. Now we're going to take the goldenrod. There you go. Yeah, dickblick.com. Missed part of its kind of. Yes, I realized that when we came back. So I'm probably going to color those next time or catch up with it, or maybe off stream or something, because we all know how to color the tentacles now. But yeah, I realized I missed his little arms there. Yeah, dickblick.com or Artorama is probably good. Okay. All right, then we're gonna take our goldenrod. Definitely not Amazon. Amazon is not good for single pencils, to be sure. If I'm in a hurry and I really need one, I'll go to like Hobby Lobby or something and use their 40% off coupon. In case I missed it too, this is the Goldenrod pencil. And Michael's has singles also. There we go. That's the goldenrod. Now we're going to take the Jasmine. Jasmine there, a little bit of Jasmine everywhere. Okay, then we're gonna take, I'm gonna sharpen my cream just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it is most definitely not the place to go for singles. I wish it wasn't like that because, you know, the shipping is what makes, you know, the Blick website and Jerry's Artorama makes it hard. But yeah, I wish Amazon did a better pricing on that. Then we're going to take our gold pencil, and we're just going to kind of go on the edges a little bit. Having it a little darker on the edge helps it to pop out from the wood as well. You notice I colored that little bit there, and it's just because it didn't get colored in all the way, and the gold works there too. Okay. There we go. All right, so there's that. Since you're lucky enough to be able to draw, what are your favorite things, Emily, and what got you into coloring? Oh, gosh. Okay, well, ever since I was little, I always colored. The town I grew up in, the grocery store, the local grocery store, always had coloring contests. And so I always have my mom pick me up those sheets, and, you know, then if you won them, you always got to hang them up in the store, and you get, you know, a little $5 or $10 prize. I always shop for first prize because you get $15. But so I've always loved coloring, and it wasn't until I can't remember if it was 2015. So my son was pretty little at the time. I wasn't pregnant with him, but he was pretty little, enough that he was still taking naps, and I had my daughter too, and I was an art major in college, and so I've always loved art quite a bit, but I just found that I was very, very wrapped up in my children, and there wasn't a whole lot of me that was involved with it. And so when around 2015, when the coloring craze kind of exploded, it was nice because I could take out the coloring book, you know, while they were napping, and my pencils, and it was just something I could work on that was just for me, that was an artistic outlet that as soon as they woke up, I could so easily just clean up, put away. You know, it wasn't like I had all my paints out or something, or was trying to manage something big when I had two small little ones. And so, yeah, it was a great artistic outlet. And so from there, I remember talking to my husband after I started doing it. I said, man, I really wish I could see how other people colored this, because my first one I finished was a dragonfly. So I did some poking around online, and I found some coloring groups, which were great. And so I started getting pretty active in those, commenting a lot of things, and I, you know, was coloring just constantly and always posting. And right about that time, Johanna actually contacted me because my name had been kind of known in the coloring groups. Oh, you know, I realized we didn't put any of that moss green on this side. We're going to do that real quick. My name had got kind of known in the coloring groups a little bit, so she messaged me and she said, hey, I'm working on a rebranding. Would you like to color some pages for me so we can, you know, post them on the website? And I was like, heck yeah. So, I mean, I was just so tickled when I got that email. And so after that, and this all ties in with it, I swear, after I did that for her, she sent me a thank you box of just a whole box of artistic goodies. Like there were Staedtler, like little drawing pens, the fine liners, there were Posca pens, there were drawing pencils, there was just this whole plethora of art supplies. And I was just like, man, I want to do something with these. And so that kind of lit the fire under me to get back into my artwork, and not just coloring, but drawing as well, because I've always loved it. I just lost a little bit of that, you know, after, you know, life and jobs and marriage and kids. And so it just kind of got me back into it. So I continued coloring and drawing. And so now I've got, you know, some of my own illustrations, and, you know, I color still quite a bit. And yeah, so it was just kind of all of that got me back into it for sure. And now I do, you know, some illustration. I've done some marketing illustrations. I've done some illustrations for some streamers on Twitch. You know, I've just done a variety of things. And now, you know, I'm doing the channel and everything. But that's definitely what relit the fire. I very much have Johanna to thank for all of that. And that's also, being connected with her in a way, also helped to bring traffic to my Instagram, which helped me to grow, because doing that work for her kind of put me on the list for the advanced copies of the coloring books. And so being able to do that, and whenever she reshared my work, or you know, people were coming to my page to see the pages, you know, before they got released, and all of that. So it's just everything all together compounded. And I mean, this was since 2015, and you know, it's 2019 now, so this has all been about 4 years in the making, but it definitely all goes back to her. I mean, I've always had an artistic background, but I lost it for a while. I mean, if I'm honest, I did. I lost it for a little while, but I was reinvigorated to work on my art, and I really, you know, I forgot how much I loved it. I think a lot of new moms too can relate to that, just because when you have small children, especially new small children, and you're new to mothering and everything, it is so easy to just get lost in all of that, and just so wrapped up in everything that is diapers and feeding and, you know, whatever else they have going on. So to be able to retain some of you and what it is that makes you is so I just realized how important that was. Exactly, Sandy. Yeah, little presents. But yeah, if it wasn't for Johanna, or even just the books in general, I mean, I don't know where I'd be at with my art right now. So I definitely appreciate her work and what it's just done for the coloring community in general. Okay, we're using this gold now. And just to recap, the order in which I did these was the Sepia, then the Goldenrod, then the Jasmine, then the cream, and now with a little bit of the gold detail. And then we're going to do the moss green for a little bit of touch-up as well. All right, I'm going to zoom out now. Oh, you know what? We've got this lock. Let's do this lock and handle real quick too before we go ahead and add our gold embellishments here. And we're also going to do this in gold. And I think this area around the lock, we'll also use the gold gel pen on too. And I think we're going to do black inside here because generally the locks are pretty dark. So we're using this sepia kind of around the edge a little bit here. All right, and maybe a little bit here as well. There you go. Then goldenrod. Go. A little bit of jasmine. Kind of going over all of that here. Sort of just blend it all together with that. Now the cream. Go. That's the cream. Now we're going to take our gold pencil. It's going to kind of go along the edge a little bit. There we go. Alright. And then we're going to use a little bit of the moss green again. Just a little bit. Okay. Just got that gold lock there. Then we're going to do this handle here. Okay. And we're going to do a little bit of sepia here. A little bit there. And a little bit there. Then we're going to take the goldenrod. Goldenrod, goldenrod. Okay. Jasmine, 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 jasmine. I like that you zoom in so close we can see what you color. Most don't get that close really close. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I think it's about as close as we can get. But yeah, I think it helps a lot to be able to see it. And I figured out a new way to set up my tripod, different than what I was doing videos on before. And I think it helps quite a bit. And what's the point of a coloring tutorial if you can't see what you're coloring? All right, a little bit of the gold pencil. Bye, Robin. Thanks for hanging out so much. All right, and we're gonna use the moss just a little bit. You made coloring metal look so easy to do. I spend too much time trying to figure out what to do. You know, I get that though, Donna. Metal can be so intimidating. It definitely took me a little bit to get comfortable with it, to be sure. All right, so a big part of it is making sure that it looks like there is some sort of shine, which is why you want to make sure you use multiple colors. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our, let's see, do we have our gold one out? We don't. I need to grab it from the wrap. We're going to get our gold metallic gel pen, and this is our Slicci Pentel. Let's see. This is Off Topic. Jerry's Autorama did have the same price at Prisma's, but Jerry's shipping is cheaper. Just checked. Okay, there you go. So yeah, take a look at Jerry's Autorama then. It's been a while since I've ordered singles because I've been using mostly the Staedtlers lately. So, and that's awesome. I have a lot of time for Johanna, and all she's done is bring our sanity back via coloring. Oh, most definitely. Like, I think there's a reason this took off. Honestly, I think a lot of us needed this, you know? And I hate that when you tell somebody who doesn't understand the coloring community, they're like, oh, you adult color? Like, you must have weird mental issues. Like, no, that's not what it is. Like, coloring is such an artistic release, and it's calming, it's relaxing, and a big thing that Johanna prides herself on is it really is a digital detox. It's exactly what it is, you know. Yeah, I can watch movies or something, you know, when I'm doing this, but it just checks out and it works. That part of our brain, that creative side of our brain that helps to keep us, you know, alert and you know, awake, and it's just, you combine that with, you know, brain exercise and the fact that it's relaxing and yet it's stimulating at the same time. Like, you know, it's hand-eye coordination, it's blending, like the amount of thought that goes into a lot of this, and not to mention some of the works of art that can come out with it. It's just, I think a lot of times people don't always understand how amazing, like, first of all, the community itself is, but just what this particular, you know, avenue has done for people. Like, it's absolutely wonderful. Exactly, Samantha. Yes, people don't get it. And it's just like you try to explain it to them. You're like, oh yeah, I do a lot of adult coloring. Like you can imagine the look that I get when I tell people, oh, you know, I have an Instagram and I have, you know, such and such many followers. They're like, oh wow, well what do you put on your Instagram? I'm like, oh, I do adult coloring. And they look at me like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with adult coloring. Like it's a thing, believe me. Thank you, Kimmy. Okay, so we're gonna use our little gold gel pen on the rivets here. Zoom in, make sure we're nice and let it zoom here, make sure we're nice and, there we go, perfect. Okay, let's see. Well, in their minds, they think we just get a coloring book and a box of Crayola pens and color like a child. Exactly, exactly. So yeah, people look at me like I'm crazy. It's like, no, you don't understand. There's so much more to this. There is just so much more to it. I didn't know there were adult coloring books until late 2016. Yeah, well, I think like I found out about 2015, and by that time Johanna already had her second book out because my first book was Enchanted Forest. So we're just using the gold gel pen on all these little rivets here. Now, I get that not everybody is artistically inclined, so it may not appeal to them, but those of us that have, you know, that are artistic and really enjoy doing this, I think it's a great way to exercise that creativity. And if we say adult coloring, they think, oh well, they think, oh, I know exactly. I always feel weird like putting adult at the beginning. They're like, okay, well, adult coloring, what kind of things are you coloring? I'm like, I swear it's just flowers and, you know, octopi and treasure chests. It's nothing bad. Grown-up coloring. Grown-up coloring might be slightly less suggestive. But I love too that, you know, it is, although it is coloring, it's like still an activity I can do with my children, you know? Like they can still get into it. And we're just coloring all these rivets here. I just got into adult coloring maybe 10 months ago. Love coloring as a child. Oh, me too. I mean, really, who didn't love coloring as a child? I mean, it's just like I said, it's just like the best kind of outlet for it. Coloring in all these little rivets. And actually we're gonna color the edge of this lock as well. Yeah, I think it might be about time for me to invest in some more of these gel pens. They're starting to run a little low. And I do say invest because these gel pens on their own are like $17.99 at Hobby Lobby, but I always use their 40% off coupon. So it's not nearly as much. Actually, first time I bought these, I was checking out at Hobby Lobby and the girl was just like, those are really expensive gel pens. It's just like, well, if you want good gel pens, and I'm not paying the full $17.99, yeah, 40% off of that, and it's not too bad. Not to mention they last forever. I mean, I've had these for ages. Just don't type adult coloring when looking for coloring books. Oh, I know it. Oh, it's just the worst. Me too, Kimmy, but became limited with good books. That gold pen really makes the trim pop. Thanks, Sarah. My first book my therapist gave me was Magical Mendy. There you go. Yeah, it has Zen doodles. Things you can't unsee, Donna. Exactly. I try to get friends or family to color what they want. There are, like my mother colors along. My mother-in-law did a little bit, and I've given, you know, a few books to friends, but I definitely am hard-pressed to find more people in real life that enjoy this as much as I do, to be sure. All right, we're gonna add just a little bit of black in this keyhole here. Go. Oh, I missed these little rivets on the lock here. And that black might be a little too dark for my taste, so I'm going to take my Putty Beige. My only face-to-face friend here in town is a colorist too. Okay, there you go. Probably if I lived in a bigger city. I mean, I know some of you are also in Texas, so like if I lived in like Houston or something, I'd have more of a connection with real-life colorists, but... Okay, let's zoom out now. All right, what do we think? Good for the treasure chest? Well, and if you want to see what I mean by like my camera and stuff, here, let me snap a picture here for you and I'll show you how I get the camera so close. Let's see, because I've got it on a little tripod here. There we go. Okay, here we go. You can get an idea of what the coloring setup looks like. There we go. So yeah, I mean, I've got my computer over here, another monitor over here, but then I've got this, and so the camera you can see is pretty close to the paper. There we go. Let's see. Let's see, my mom did pen and ink cards. When she passed, I got her barrel Prismacolor. Oh, barrels are nice. Some Tombow markers. Sorry about your mom passing, though. I visited my family on the East Coast a few weeks ago, and my entire carry-on bag was full of coloring books, and I had a separate hard shell pencil case for my polys. I swear people thought I was nuts. I know, right? Imagine sending those through the security. Great treasure chest. Thank you, Ariane. Sandy, I have over 100 coloring books now, I know, but there are some that have more than that. I definitely had to limit myself, to be sure. All right, well, it is 10:43, so I don't even know how many I have now, but not quite 100 yet, I don't think. I think I'd run out of space to store them all. Well, I know it seems like we didn't get much done because we just colored the chest, but we did. We colored the chest, so we got the chest done. And then when we go on Friday, we can start working on some of these bottles. We got a little note in a bottle here. Here, we'll zoom in so we can see, but we've got a little note in a bottle, some crowns, some jewels, not to mention we have loads of fish to do. We've got seaweed, we've got the sea floor, we've got the ocean to do. So, I mean, there's still loads left to do, but we've got our treasure chest done here, which I think came out pretty nice. And I'll post a picture of this and I'll update with all the color lists tomorrow. I mean, we didn't use too many of them, but I think we did pretty good. So I'm gonna call it here. You guys were absolutely wonderful in chat tonight. I loved our conversation. But yeah, so I think we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for our super chat donations tonight from Kimmy K and Samantha Jones. I appreciate those so much. Yeah, I think they are gold bars, Donna. Yeah, gold bars. So thanks for streaming. Yeah, that's awesome. I know I may have Apple books, so don't leave home without coloring stuff. So exactly, Sandy. But yes, thank you everyone. So thank you for Samantha and Kimmy for your donations. Thank you everyone for being in chat. I loved everything that we did. I know, Donna, I'm sorry, but we're going like 2 hours, 15 minutes or so. I think much longer I'd be getting pretty sleepy. So I am gonna call it, and then we'll be able to start on jewels and coins and everything fresh on Friday. So this is looking good. Give me great days for picks I'm working on. Awesome, Pat. I'm so glad. So yeah, we've got the chest, the octopus done. Like I said, we'll start on Friday on some jewels or some seaweed. Whatever you guys want to do, I'll post pictures. I'll update the description with the pencil list. And I think that is everything. Thanks again to Samantha and Kimmy, and thanks to everyone for being in chat and hanging out. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your night or day or whatever time of day it is there. And I will see you day after tomorrow. So yeah. All right. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good night, everyone.